Get cozy everybody, because they will continue on the game called Love at First Sight. Where were we? Here we are, let's go. The next day, lunch. I'm going to try to find Sachi again today, but first... Alright, I need some help, but let's make it quick. We're holding a war council as we're finishing up our lunches. Quick it is. What do you think is the best way to become friends with her? What makes you think I know? Okay, no, not just her. I mean in general. How do you make friends? Didn't you have any friends at your school? Well, yeah, but... Then you should know, shouldn't you? Now, it's not like I had to try to make friends. I just became friends with some people without even realizing it. I guess that's why I need advice. That's kinda what happens to everyone. Okay, my turn now. Cammy had been silent up until now, suddenly shouts, startling me. Honestly, I don't think she'll have any useful advice on this subject, but I want to eat my lunch, so I stay quiet and let her talk. Malcolm, the answer is simple. You just have to remember when you first met us. It's a little depressing if our first meeting is the only frame of reference she has. When I met you? Yeah, cause we became friends pretty easily. Of course, it's not like you could resist my fantastic charm, but still. No, at the time I was thinking, these guys are weird, and I got to know you out of morbid curiosity. What? That's mean. The fact that you're able to get along with us nerds means you're also weird, doesn't it? I'm not denying that. No, deny it. I don't know what you're so worried about. You're more sociable than me and not as loud as Agami. Why are you guys always ganging up on me? Anyway, the point is that you don't want to scare her away, right? Yeah, pretty much. You're ignoring me again. And you're going to find her today, right? Yeah, I'm planning to, but I want to eat my lunch here. Last time I met her, having food with me just got in the way. Besides, I don't want to spend the entire lunch break with her and leave these two hanging. Are you sure you can stand being away from us? Sometimes I think this guy can read minds. He really doesn't look it, but he does care about other people. I think I'll manage. I'm more worried about leaving you alone with Akemi. Don't remind me. I do like having someone else around who can keep this fool in check. What did you just call me? I wonder if I should even go. You sure you could keep her in check on your own if I'm not here? Then again, Sati should be finishing up her lunch soon. I've been finishing up my own lunch in a hurry as we were talking as well. Since Sachi's eating alone, she probably won't take long to finish her food. Sachi, is that one-eyed girl? Come to think of it, I don't remember her whole name. Alright, Sui Sachi. Sachi, huh? Well, she'll be Sachan then. When you finally introduce her to me, I'll call her Sachan. That reminds me, when I first met Akemi, she immediately gave me the nickname Makun. And she didn't seem to care that I'd only known her for about a minute. Not that I dislike her, but the speed at which she gets close to people is a bit unsettling to say the least. You're deciding on a nickname for her before you even met her? Well, I'm not the one who's going to go meet her, Makun. Hurry up and introduce her to us, so I don't have to worry about befriending her on my own. Yeah, I get it. In that case, I better hurry so Akemi doesn't have to think too hard and risk shorting out her brain. Her brain is going to short out? Hey, wait a minute. Good luck. Thanks. I glanced at the whining Akemi before packing up my lunchbox and leaving the classroom. Of course, there's no guarantee I actually will find her. Sachi is probably just finishing her lunch by now, and I'm sure she'll go somewhere else when she does. There's also the possibility she chose to eat somewhere else in order to avoid me. Guess I won't know until I go, though. There you go. Alright, she's here after all. Same place, same frightened look. Hey, how's it going? Hello? Is she on guard again this time? She seems calmer than she did yesterday. Looks like she just finished her lunch. Her lunchbox is closed. Now what do? Suppose I should think of something to say, first of all. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. I just want to be friends, you know? Friends? Her darting eyes tells me that I still don't have her trust yet. The only thing I can tell her for sure is that she's suspicious of me. Yeah, do you not want me here? You don't have to leave, but in that case, can I talk with you for the rest of the lunch break? Okay. Great, she hasn't rejected me yet. Alright, thanks. I sit down the stairs next to her, same as yesterday. What were we talking about yesterday? Alright, something about books? Yeah, books. You like reading books, right? Do you read manga and stuff? I like reading novels, mostly just novels. I see, so you don't like manga then? No, I like them, it's just I don't have any money for manga novels either. I borrow books from the library, the school's library. I mean, they don't have manga. So that's it. Hey, if you want, I can lend you some of my manga. I have a few novels too, not just manga, but I figured that she'd be more interested in what she hasn't gotten as much of a chance to read. Huh? Are you sure? Yeah, what genres do you like? I mean, I don't have a ton, but my collection's not too small either. I could lend you some of my favorites. Is it really okay? You shouldn't go out of your way for me. I said it's fine. It's not really a big deal. I'm just happy we have something in common. I see. Thank you very much. And the Otaku life saves the day again. Yeah. If you have some you want to read, let me know. So what genres do you like? Any genre is fine besides scary stories or painful ones. Horrors are no good then, eh? You don't have a favorite genre then? Sorry. There's no reason to apologize. Right. The book you were reading yesterday, what was it? Can you let me see it? Oh, this? She points at the book she's laid aside next to her. It's a science fiction book. Sci-fi? You don't look like you'd be interested in that sort of thing. I read those too, actually. I really don't care about genre. If it's interesting, I'll read it. Anything that's interesting is good, right? This looks like a good book. Anyway, I'll try to choose some I think you'll like. Why don't I bring some of the ones I usually recommend to people? Okay, I really appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. By the way, how is this book? I've heard of it before, but I've never actually read it. It's okay, I guess. There's a lot less tension between us now than there was yesterday. Her voice is still shaky and afraid, but it looks like she's becoming a lot more comfortable with me. She may not be used to talking with other people, but it doesn't seem like she's opposed to a good conversation. And then the bell interrupts us. Damn it, Bill. Time to go already, huh? But at least I was able to talk to her more. That's something to be happy about. Oops, we should get going. Right. The two of us stand up and start heading down the stairs. Come back here tomorrow, okay? I'll bring the manga I promised. Okay, Mamoru-senpai? Yeah? I stop at the steps and turn back towards Sachi. Her voice is so quiet that it's hard to hear over the sound of our footsteps. I'm really sorry. Really, I don't mind lending out 1 or 2 books. It's not that, coming up to here to talk to me. What is she getting at exactly? Usually people offer to do nice things to her, you say thanks, not sorry. Not that I have to bow or anything like that. Actually, I should be thanking you for talking to me. Sorry. There you go again. Sorry, I mean thanks. Thank you. Yep, glad I can help. We're descending the stairs as we talk, and before I know it, we're at the 2nd floor, where my classroom is. She got 1 more floor to go since she's the first year student. Alright, this is my stop. See you tomorrow. Sure, tomorrow then. We go our separate ways. Sachi goes to the 1st floor while I return to my classroom on this floor. Well, I did it. I only just met her, but surprisingly, we actually made a promise to meet up again. It's only been a day, but I feel like we've gotten much closer. We are a certified bona fide player in the making. We know how to talk to women. Hooray! When I'm in my afternoon classes, I think about what kind of manga I should lend and try to remember what's on my bookshelves. And then, the next day. Morning, I enter my classroom and notice that Akemi and Tom are already here. They both seem very confused as they look from me to the paper bag I'm holding. Whoa, Megan, what's that? Are you opening a store? What? I was talking with Sachi a bit yesterday, and I told her I'd lend her some manga. I think you brought a few too many. Thomas sounds more surprised than anything. Yeah, I think you're right. The medium-sized paper bag I brought along seems to be sagging under the weight of the manga inside. Did you notice how heavy it was when you tried to lift it? I guess I did it somehow. It was because of the adrenaline rush, the excitement I felt before realizing, fuck, what the hell did I just do? I guess I did it somehow. Is Sachin an Amazon or something? She's gonna have a hard time carrying that bag home otherwise, you know? I'm starting to worry about that myself. I don't think it'll be impossible for her, but it probably will be hard. Don't you think it would be better to give the books to her a few at a time? I guess so. I'll let her borrow them all eventually, I suppose. Aside from that though, I've got something more urgent I need to take care of right now. I quickly turn to Akemi and bow my head. Huh? What's up? Please let me see your homework. You didn't do it? This is the second time today I've heard Thomas sounding surprised. That's a new record, I think. No, yesterday I was looking through my bookshelf trying to find books I could lend to Sachi. I was flipping through each book to determine whether or not it would be good for her, and well, that's all I ended up doing last night. You're saying you spent the whole day reading manga instead of doing your homework. I suppose that's it in a nutshell, yeah, so Akemi, help me out. Incidentally, there's a reason I'm asking Akemi. Despite the fact that she's kind of an airhead personality-wise, she's actually a really good student. I wouldn't say she's smart exactly, but she does seem like the steadiest type. That's not to say that Tomoyari's grades are bad or anything, but it's easier to ask Akemi than him. Well, I guess I have to. I'll think of it as an investment onto my future rendezvous with Sachan. Wait, I don't put weird obligations on me. No, I'm just setting the table so I can meet her sooner. Setting the table, we're not going out to eat. So you don't want to see my homework then? I will concentrate wholly on the work at hand. Please allow me to see it. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Cool. Now what? There you go. Lunchtime. Before I can think about which books I'm going to lend her, I have to haul all the manga I brought up to the stairway to the roof first. Hey, what's up? Hello, Mamoru-senpai. What's that? Her gaze shifts onto my paper bag. Does it really stand out that much? I picked out some manga for you to read, but I guess I brought a few too many. There are a lot. Do you walk to school? Yeah. I thought you might. Brought 2 or 3 different series, so go ahead and pick out what you want to read. You can take a few at a time. I don't want to overload you. Sorry. Now I'm the one who should be apologizing. Anyway, check these out. Okay. The bag wrinkles as I dig my hand into it, and I pile up a tower of manga on the steps. Sachi cautiously extends a hand toward the tower, but she looks like she's about to commit some grave sin. Guess she's never borrowed manga from anyone before. She looks scared for some reason. But she starts to sort through them as she's reading the summaries and flipping through the pages of the books. Her expression loosens up little by little. This one looks really interesting. Oh, I saw a bunch of copies of this one lined up at the bookstore a little while ago. This one, if I remember right, they say they're going to make it into a movie. So, did you find one you like? Yeah, they all look so interesting I can't decide. This one and this one. Wait, no, this one. I wait patiently as Sachi begins to fidget restlessly and turn her head to me for guidance. There's no hurry, pick whichever you want. The bell draws up my sentence. More time had passed than I realized. Sorry, okay, I'll take this one and this one. Hey, are you doing anything after school or are you going right home? I'm going right home. I can help you carry them to your house. After class, wait for me at the school's gates. Huh? I hastily packed the manga back in the paper bag, and before she could say anything, I'm already heading down the stairs with the bag in my arms. Just before I turn the corner, I catch a glimpse of Saki and say, "See you after school." Wait, senpai. Having more or less forced this onto her, I leave the shaken Sachi and return to my classroom. We coerce her into doing something she's not prepared for. After school. It's still in school. There you go. I leave the school building carrying the heavy paper bag. I have no idea how far Sachi's house is from the school, but it wouldn't be right to make her carry all this home. Come to think of it, I don't even know where her house is. I don't know what I'm going to do if it's far in the opposite direction of my own house. No, I agreed to do this, so even if it is in the opposite direction, I'll go all the way there. I really didn't think this through, did I? Now that I think about it, it's like I'm tricking her into showing me where her home is. Yeah, dude. Isn't it kind of creepy if someone you've only known for a few days finds out where you live? What if she does think I'm creepy? As I'm thinking about this, I leave the gates and survey the area. Where's Sachi? It's suddenly weird that she suddenly left without me. I guess I was too pushy. I didn't even wait for her to agree to let me walk her home. If she decided to go home on her own, it wouldn't be out of place and I would have no right to complain anyway. If that's the case, wouldn't she have come to my classroom to give me back my manga first? Senpai? Huh. No sooner do I hear her voice than I realize she's standing next to me, looking up. Where the hell did she come from? She's really snuck up on me. Shall we go? I look over and confirm that it is in fact her next to me, then watch as she quickly leaves the campus staring at the ground with an uneasy expression. It seems like she wants to avoid being seen. I continue after her, hauling the heavy paper bag along. About 10 meters on, we turn down a narrow sidewalk. She slows down to a more normal pace before turning to look at me. Hey, is it the same background for Butterfly Affection? Cool. She said I've forgotten what she was about to say. Sorry for forcing you to do this. You must think I'm a jerk. No, you're not a jerk. I wouldn't go that far. I think I should go home alone. I don't want to cause you any trouble. I seem to think about it a bit before thrusting the manga-filled bag at Sachi. She hurriedly throws out her arms to try to take it, but... Eep. As I take my hands off the bag, Sachi falls forward under its weight. The bundle of books lands with a deep thump as it hits the ground. Yep, turns out she isn't an Amazon after all. See, that's too heavy for you, isn't it? That's why I'm carrying it for you. If you do hate me though, you should say so. I pick up the bag of manga again. But isn't it going to be a pain for you? Nope, if it was a pain, I'd tell you, don't worry about it, Sachi. Aren't I the one being a pain here? If you think about it, isn't following someone I barely know to her house kinda rude? No, I don't mind if it's you following me to my house. What? Really? Well, I'm glad then. So which way is your house? This way. Alright, let's get going. Okay. Two of us start walking at a steady pace side by side. Sachi takes short steps, but since I'm weighed down by the heavy books, I match her speed perfectly. What's up? Which way is your house? If it's in the opposite direction, I mean, if that's the case, I can carry the manga on my own. Interesting. Sachi started talking to me on her own. That makes me strangely happy, even if it is only a minor thing. Amara-senpai? No worries, this isn't the street I usually take, but my house is in this direction. What street do you turn on? I don't turn, I mean, the street changes, but basically, I head in this direction the whole way. I see, that's good. My house is pretty much straight ahead, so we're probably right in the same neighborhood. Does it take long for you to get to school? I think I'm pretty close. It doesn't take too long or anything. Is that so? Cool. Is it that heavy? I think I can help you carry it. I'm telling you, it's fine. I did drag this all the way to school from my house this morning, you know. Okay, sorry. Come on, I'm the one who invited myself to come along with you, so there's nothing you need to apologize for. You're not doing anything wrong. Okay, thank you. No problem. Anyway, tomorrow's the weekend, isn't it? Don't worry about rushing through the books just to get them back to me. You have plenty of time after all. I guess so. Thank you. The two of us lapse into silence for a little while as we continue on. On the way, I noticed something. Even though we're generally headed in the same direction we were when we started, Sachi keeps changing streets. I think it's because she's avoiding streets with a lot of people on them. On top of that, whenever we get to the end of a street, she bows her head as she walks, looking down at the ground. Hey, is your house on the other side of the shopping mall? I wanted to stop looking down, so I tried to strike up some conversation again. No, we're not going that far. It's just a little farther from here. We should be able to see it soon. See, my house is a little ways behind us. It's a different street, but we really are in the same neighborhood. Oh, really? Yeah, that's my house over there. She points at a house a little ways ahead of us. Oh, this is your place, huh? We've arrived with a solitary, small, nondescript house. Thank you very much. I can take them up to my room from here. Okay, sure. Gently hand her the manga, being sure not to drop it into her arms this time. Then, with a mental clack, the door to Sachi's house opens. Surprised, the two of us turn toward the south. The woman comes out, stares back at me for a moment, but she quickly focuses on Sachi, narrowing her eyes. Aunt Mayumi, are you going out? Sachi looks like she's about to cry as she lowers her head, trying to avoid looking at the woman. The person Sachi referred to as Aunt Mayumi is a slender woman with perfect posture and two normal eyes instead of one giant one. Yeah, something urgent has come up at work. Sachi, who is this boy? She looks me over from top to bottom, her face grave and unsmiling, and her eyes creep onto the bag I gave Sachi. She's beautiful, but her stare is so icy it sends shivers down my spine. This from school student. Sachi's voice is tiny and she bows her head again, flustered, and I'm not sure the woman can hear her. Should I try to point that out? She turns to Sachi, but before she can speak, I open my mouth. I'm Fukunaga Mamoru. I recently transferred schools and I met Sachi a few days ago. I came with her so I could carry the bag of books and manga I'm letting her borrow. Try to say this as politely as possible, but I'm probably talking way too quickly. I see. Thank you for doing that for her, Mamoru-kun. Her speech is polite, but she says this in a very flat tone, and it's hard to tell what she's thinking. Of course. Now I must get going. Sachi, since you're late, you'll have to eat alone. Okay. With that, the woman rushes out of the house. I watch her for a bit until she turns the street corner, but she never looks back this way. A family member, eh? You call her your aunt? Yeah, my mother's sister. I'm living with her right now. I see. Shut up. Don't make an eye pun. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I want to ask about her family situation, but swallow the thought and ask what I think is more important. That woman, your Aunt Mayumi. Does she... Mayumi, fuck. It's also the same name from another character from fucking Corpse Party. Does she treat you badly? Huh? No, not at all. I can't really seem to get close to her, though. Oh. I don't know if it's Sachi's bad at telling lies or not, but it doesn't seem like a lie at least. She might be getting her injuries from being bullied at school after all, but without knowing how her family treated her, I couldn't be sure. Okay, I'm going home. You can return the manga whenever. Oh, sure, really. Thank you so much. See you next week. Yeah, see you. Shut up. Don't make an eye pun. Do not make... Resist the urge. Resist the temptation. Fuck. Sachi hoists the bag of manga with a grunt and heads inside. After making sure she made it inside all right, I start walking toward my own house. I'm worried that our relationship isn't coming along as well as I hope, but at least it doesn't seem like she's being abused by her family. At any rate, I think we've gotten just a little bit closer than we were before, and I smile as I think about that. Cool. Ray. Oh, cool. New act? She's smiling now. Act 3, have one's eye on. Come on, shut up. I'm trying to resist the urge here. Shit. The next day, Saturday. On the days when we don't have school, I usually go hang out with Toma and Akemi. Today, though, it seems like Akemi's busy, so instead, I'm at Tomo's house, browsing through his books. Toma has a minor collection of pretty interesting manga and novels, and it's not too unusual that we'd hang out in his room every now and then. Is Akemi doing still things with her club, ballet club, right? No, she's at a birthday party for some third-year student she knows. Man, she's got a big network of friends. It's because she's both adventurous and kind-hearted. She does have that kind of personality, but she's also really pretty, and she's good at studying and sports. That's probably what makes her so popular. Probably. Is she bothered by that? If she is, I've never heard her say so. As usual, he doesn't go into detail. The fact that he only replies with such a non-committal answer is aggravating, so I try to probe him for more. Aren't you two going out? What's that supposed to mean? Nah, I'm not mocking you or anything. The way you two are so close, I honestly thought you were going out at first. We've just known each other for a long time. Do you wanna? Who cares? Anyway, what about you? It looks like you've got a crush on your own. It's pretty unusual for Toma to change the topic so bluntly like that. Pointing that out might be bad though, so I let it slide. How can you think I have a crush on Akemi? Not her. Don't you have a thing for the one-eyed girl in the first year classes that you're trying so hard to become friends with? You mean Sachi? Indeed. Getting close to that girl with no friends who's bullied at school, if you're not doing it out of Akemi's level of random kindness, poking your nose into that girl's business is only going to cause trouble. What are you trying to achieve? Do you have a crush on her or something? Even though I still wear my uniform even during the weekends, but okay, but it is my room though, so I welcome you here. Do not ask me why I wear my school uniform in my own house, in my own room. What was I saying again? That's, no. Gather there, but I've never considered why I want to get closer to Sachi so badly. Maybe I just got involved because I pitied her, like Thomas said, rather than out of kindness of my heart. I guess you don't even know yourself. Feeling uneasy with the silence I've created between us, I blurt out the first thing that comes to my mind. You're probably right. I suppose there was no need to answer like that, though. So anyway, what's going on with her? Oh, I ended up walking back to her house with her so I could give her the manga all at once. To her house? That's pretty, daring. After that, I tell him about the time I've spent with Sachi so far. Even though I was a little hesitant when I started, as I go on telling Sachi's story, I reflect on it all and realize I've actually been having a good time. It's not like we did anything especially fun, but I have enjoyed talking with her. Still, am I really doing this because I have some kind of crush on her? But I feel like that's not an easy question to answer, so I try to shake it from my mind. It's not like I need an answer right now anyway. Monday, the beginning of the school week. I normally have to drag myself out of the house, my brain heavy with gloom and drowsiness, but today I'm feeling a little different as I walk down the street. Usually I make a beeline towards school, but instead I'm straying from my normal path to take another nearby street there. It's not like it's a big loss of time, but since the fastest way to school is to go straight ahead from my house, I don't normally use this road. Of course, not I'm just choosing to go this way for no reason. I can go faster if I take the streets without many people on them. And of course, even if it's unlikely, I thought if I go this way, I might. As I walk on, I see a figure ahead of me. Stalker. The torn uniform, the messy hair, the slim build, and of course, the bandages on her head. There's no mistaking on who it is in front of me. Sachi. I speed up to catch her and nudge her shoulder. Hey, morning. Sachi turns towards me with a startled look on her face, no doubt from my sudden appearance. I guess I should have expected the kind of reaction. Senpai, why are you here? Sorry for sneaking up on you. My house is right near here. I mentioned that, didn't I? Then the route I normally take is just one street over. Really? Yep, and I took the street hoping I'd see you. I didn't think I'd actually would, though. Do you mind if I walk to school with you? No. Doesn't really show her an expression, but I think I hear a little excitement in her voice. Might be just my imagination, though. How was your weekend? Did you read some of the manga I lent you? Yeah, I've already finished parts of the 2 series you lent me. Both of them are really good. Her tone is uncharacteristically lively. She's wearing a cheerful expression I've never seen until now, but her good mood kinda rubs off on me too. I'm glad then. I thought I should return the books I'm already finished with, so I brought them with me today. I said you could take your time, didn't I? Are you sure? Of course, what should I give you next? Oh, actually, which one of those did you like best? Both were good, but I like this one the best, the one with the boy who can see ghosts. As we continue walking and talking about the manga's contents, the school comes into view. Sachi has been very talkative on the way here, holding an actual conversation with me. Carrying all that manga for her was definitely worth it if it makes her that happy. We're already here, huh? I usually walk to school alone, but this is more fun. Yeah. While we were walking, she was still keeping her eye out for people, but I noticed that she was mostly focusing on me. As we enter the school where there are more prying eyes, however, she starts keeping her head down and walking on the side of the path to try to stay out of sight. Is there at least some way I can help her feel more comfortable? If I have time, I think I'll take the same street again today. If we're lucky, maybe we can go home together again, as long as you don't mind, that is. I don't mind or anything. I like being able to talk with you, senpai. Really? I'm glad to hear it. Oh, I need to change my shoes. One sec. Right, me too. Uh-oh. Looking ahead, Sachi suddenly slows her pace and hides behind me as much as I can, like she's trying to disappear. I shift my gaze in the direction she was looking and see a lone girl passing in front of the first-year shoe rack. Her hair's dyed blonde. She's wearing a short skirt. Even though we're a ways from her, I can see her sour look on her face. Wait, is that the Sadakawa girl? I ask this quietly as I look over my shoulder while still trying to keep Sachi hidden. You know her? No, I've only heard rumors about her. As I'm working out how to talk about this with Sachi, the bell rings. The girl who I'm pretty sure is Sadakawa hears it and heads to her class. It's a good thing we weren't in a hurry. We just barely missed her as it is. Looks like she's already gone. Sachi, you need to get going too, don't you? Sachi probably doesn't want to continue this line of conversation. Make sure Sadakawa is definitely gone, and with a sigh of relief, nods Sachi. Yeah, right. Let me join you for lunch again. See you later. Okay, see you. Fortunately, fuck. I was really enjoying this. I was like rushing through because I want to see more of this story. Fortunately, I have to stop it here. Save here. There you go. I saved, right? Yeah. Sure. So yeah, that was Love at First Sight. Some parts, Act 3. But previously we got like Act 2 twice. That's just weird. Anyway, if you want to give yourself, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.